Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys your weekly tarot forecast. So this week's theme is guidance from the Archangels. And for some of you guys that missed my Divine Masculine weekly forecast where I basically explained where I was on Sunday with this reading, I've decided to change it to Tuesdays now moving forward. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to interchange them. One week we're going to do a witchy kind of a theme forecast. And then the next week we're going to do a more of like an angelic, spirit guide type of reading. It's just to basically give people a variety of different messages. Some of them resonate with, the witchy vibe and others do not. So I just wanted to give a little bit of a variety to you guys. And like I said, always just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. We're going to be going through the line of 6 different archangels to basically just see what we need to know this week. And I'm already kind of seeing that I've made a mistake with this lighter. Since I've moved tarot card rooms, the lighting in here is just not that great. I've used everything. I've used all the fancy stuff. It's not working. It's just me, but the lighter that the tarot, not the tarot, but the lighter that the tablecloth is, it just seems to be blurry. So you see how you guys just can't really see it clearly unless I go like this. So I apologize for this. I basically read everything that's either on the cards or I'm just talking. So, you might not even actually watch the reading. You may just listen to it with your headphones. At least that's how I do YouTube. Anyways, all right, you guys, let's jump right into the messages. We're going to take a look and see, what does Archangel Gabriel want us to know when it comes to speaking our truth? So where are you being encouraged to speak your truth and become more authentic this week? Let's take a look. So that's why we have Archangel Gabriel in this particular card here. It says, Archangel Gabriel is urging you to speak your truth, authentic communication. So I'm just going to put this to the side and we're just going to see, what do we need to know about being authentic this week? Where are we being encouraged to speak our truth and become more authentic? We have daily practice, so just daily, basically. This is basically indicating to us that it is going to be something that is a daily practice. It's one of those things where you can't just expect, like, I'm going to be more authentic in this area, and then just bam, it's going to be easy. It's perhaps going to be a process, like any kind of a change, right? We can't expect to get to the gym and immediately, we're seeing muscles, we're seeing results and things like that. It does take time and dedication. So that's just what I'm seeing here. The more you practice your new skills, the more comfortable and confident you will become. So that is what Spirit is saying here. So we need to implement a daily practice, especially if we have issues with being inauthentic. We're afraid to speak our truth. We're afraid to basically tell people what our needs are. We're afraid to say no, right? We're saying yes, but we're saying yes, but we really actually want to say no. We need to put up healthy boundaries with people. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards on this particular subject and see what's going on here. We have the Page of Wands. This has to do with our ideas, okay? There may be something maybe at your work or some project, or you're working with somebody and it's like you don't exactly like what you're doing, or you don't exactly like where the creation is going. Maybe you had an idea and it's just not exactly being executed in the way that you had originally intended. So this is basically saying that when it comes to an idea, when it comes to something that you want to do, it's your life, basically. Make sure that you take that time to tell somebody, I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to go down that road. Let's just say it's kind of like, our family thinks that this would be great for us, but we're just like, I'm just not feeling it. This is about finding or speaking your truth this week to say, that's not really what I had in mind, or that's not exactly, or you know what, if we don't have that tool right away, check this out, what we can do. You know what? Give me some time. Let me think about that and I'll let you know. It's always good to buy time, especially if we don't have those tools in that moment to be able to speak our truth and to be authentic. We might build up some courage, or maybe we get some advice from somebody else that helps us to say, hey, you know what? You're right. I don't want to do that. So you can buy yourself some time when it comes to some sort of an idea or some sort of creative thing that you want to do. The Chariot. Beautiful. The Chariot is about movement forward. It's also about reward that comes from your hard work. So this, to me, your life will be more rewarding if you can finally just tell people, hey, this is where I'm at. I don't want to do this. I actually had this in mind, and not be so afraid of what other people are going to say or do or how they're going to react, and just kind of getting to a point where we realize that how other people feel, it's really not our responsibility or our job, to maintain their feelings. It's just about maintaining ourselves. And it's not about just becoming selfish, like, oh yeah, I'm just going to do what I want, screw everybody else. Who cares what you think? Who cares? It's your responsibility. No, it's balanced, right? It's definitely balanced. But for some of you guys, you could be trying to work with someone, because sometimes I see the chariot as two horses, right? And these two horses have to get along, or they have to agree in order to move that chariot forward. So it could be that there's someone in your life where you're having like this opposing opinion. There's something where maybe there needs to be more of a balance. And so we can have that conversation. We can open up the lines of communication. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you guys and tell you that you can communicate with everybody, because you can't. There are some people out there, they can't see themselves. They can't speak their truth. They're lying to themselves. They're hiding to them. They have something to hide, whatever. You can't always talk to everyone. And so at least you can say you tried, basically. Or sometimes putting up a boundary with somebody is saying, hey, you know what? We're going to have to agree to disagree, but this isn't going to work for me, and I'm going to have to walk away. I'm going to have to do my own thing. Thank you very much, kind of thing. So whatever this is, we need to make this announcement this week. We need our voice to be heard. We need to say something, and we need to get it out, because if we don't, then we're not going to we're not going to live a rewarding life. We're going to live a life for everyone else and what everybody else needs. And we're just going to slowly be, in a way, just kind of withering inside. And that doesn't feel good, right? So that is Archangel Gabriel's message for us this week. So let's now move into Archangel Raphael, which is what in your mind, body, and soul needs healing attention. Let's look at this. Okay. What in our mind, body, and soul needs healing attention? Ooh, we have the divine self, orange energy, intuition, balance, connection, spirit. The orange energy to me is the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is how we connect to other people. So, again, like if we're not being authentic with ourselves, then we're going to be an inauthentic version actually to other people when we try to connect with them. Nothing's perfect. Practice makes perfect. Sometimes a lot of us need to make mistakes before we can actually go, hey, you know what? Maybe I need to get in touch with myself and figure out what the hell's going on. It can't always be everyone else. If you have something that's recurring over and over and over again, like lots of issues, lots of problems, at some point we do have to take that personal inventory. So maybe we're being asked to do that this week. Maybe it needs healing attention, something on the inside, something within us. How we're connecting with other people has something to do with the inside this week. So we're being asked to pay attention to that. Ooh, we have the King of Swords. Okay, sometimes the King of Swords can be somebody who it's just like they're in their head. Like, my way's the right way. I am just not able to be fair. It's just like, almost like aggressive, basically. Very defensive type of energy is what I'm picking up on here. So this comes from somewhere, though. Why are we so defensive? Why are we feeling like maybe nobody is listening to us? I feel like there's something that Archangel Raphael is asking us to go within this week to try to figure out where this comes from. Why are we having such difficulty? Maybe people are lying to us. Maybe there's something to that. Maybe, are we presenting an authentic version? Are we actually telling people what we need? And based on whether we're clearly communicating, are people able to, clearly communicate back? So I feel like there could be some sort of communication issues with what we're saying versus what we're doing. There's kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of an issue this week is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, Seven of Swords, damn. All right. What I want to say, you guys, is that just because we've got issues doesn't mean that we're not dead on when people do stuff such as lie. Somebody who's trying to get away with somebody or something, somebody who's trying to get away from the truth, or having a conversation, or owning up to something, their side of the street. So I feel what needs to be healed is just coming to a nice balanced space with yourself and realizing that everybody does have issues and everybody is doing things and operating from their own unhealed stuff. And it's just basically about learning to trust your intuition on when enough is enough. When, are we letting our traumas just completely not blindside us, but just completely over consume our thoughts, where we don't trust anyone, where somebody screws up just one time or they say one thing and we're just like, nope, it's like black and white thinking. Obviously, that's not going to turn out well. It's not going to lead to a peaceful life. So it's about realizing that, hey, you know what? I'm observing behavior. I'm seeing certain things. There's something that I don't actually care for, but there could be something that I'm doing too. I'm bringing to the plate that's also confusing. So let's see if we can come to a compromise. But like I said, there are some people out there that just want to run away and they don't want to deal with anything. So you do need to tap into your intuition. Your intuition is very calm. Your intuition is just that inner knowingness that's like, you know what? This is basically a battle that it's not worth fighting. And you know what, maybe when this person's ready to face me or to, face the truth or whatever, maybe they'll have a change of heart. But until then, I can't push this. I can't change this person. I can't change the circumstances. All I can change is myself. So to me, that is what needs healing attention. Let's focus on our own behaviors instead of focusing on the behaviors of another. Now, that doesn't mean we have to, like I said, co-sign people's crap and continue to enable people or let people hurt us. No, maybe we do need to take a step back from something so we can gain our balance or whatever. But whatever this is, I feel like we're on to something, but it could be that we're adding fuel to the fire with our own past wounds or unhealed issues. So it might be time to maybe take a break, create some distance with someone, or to actually have that conversation and just see that person's point of view. Because sometimes the King of Swords is, to me, like the lawyer. He's able to kind of see both sides, right? But sometimes there's an agenda and I'm only going to see my side and I'm only going to push my own point, because I'm trying to create, like a convict somebody, So there needs to be a balance when it comes to our thoughts. Some past hurts, some past stuff. It might be is running the narrative now with all relationships, and that needs to be taken into consideration, and we need to heal that part of ourselves. Because if we're constantly looking at people through the lens of our old stuff and all the things that have happened to us, we're more than likely going to have a lot of problematic situations or relationships. And it doesn't mean that this isn't happening. Your red flags, those spidey senses might be telling you, hey, here's something that's not right. Examine it, but make sure it's not coming from a place of trauma. So anyways, that's the message for Archangel Raphael. So now we're going to go into Archangel Uriel, is helping you to find the meaning of a life. Okay, so this is like life purpose. So let's just see what we need to know about our life purpose, or just the meaning, or something that would give us some sort of meaning, right? Ooh, we have artist. I love it. Look, this is the cover too. So it says, engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. Now, that doesn't mean that you guys have like this artistic talent to paint or, draw or anything like that. I certainly don't have those abilities, but I'm definitely artistic in other ways. And so it's just about being creative, a creative thinker, a creative problem solver, going into a situation and just, putting your artistic flair on something. So this could be something where maybe you've created something or you have a great idea and you do want to push it forward. Spirit is basically indicating to you today, or Archangel Uriel is saying, hey, you know what? Engage in activities that make you feel creative. Maybe take a class, do something for fun, whatever it is. Tap into the side of yourself, because there is something that's going to give you meaning, that's going to bring you happiness in your life. The Lovers. Okay, so if you want to create, let's just say, like a job that you love, like you absolutely want to fall in love with what you do for a living, it is possible. Spirit's saying it's never too late. At some point, we can start doing something. Now, there will be things that maybe we'll have to compromise. Maybe we won't be making as much money, but that doesn't have to be the case. There might be things that we are going to go without. Maybe we're working on a project, and so it's going to take a lot of time and energy, and maybe we're not going to be able to go out, with our family and friends, or to go out to eat 2 times a week. There's going to be certain adjustments that we're going to need to make, kind of like a sacrifice for this dream, whatever this is. So you are being asked to maybe make some sort of a choice. You make a choice to really commit to this dream, to commit to living a better, happier, balanced life, or continue to, let's just say, be in survival mode. We have to make a choice. So I'm getting here, in your heart space, you'll know what to do. In your heart is the true answer. In the heart lies the wisdom on how to basically take this next step to start implementing this, to make your life or your job or how you earn money what you absolutely love to do. It's like falling in love with your job. And we have the 8 of Swords. Yeah, the 8 of Swords means that we feel trapped, like we can't make a decision. We keep kind of coming to the same result, like, oh, if I do this, but yeah, then there's this. And oh, if I do this, oh no, you know, at some point we've got to release ourselves from that. That's what the 8 of Swords is. This gate is opening. You can walk through that gate. So that's what I'm getting here from Archangel Uriel. It's like, stop making excuses. Where there's a will, there's a way, and you have to step outside of your comfort zone. You have to step outside of your box, because if you don't, then you're never going to be able to experience what would make you truly happy. And sometimes it does mean that you're giving certain things up, but you're replacing it with something much more valuable. And that's the wisdom this week. So I don't know what that's going to be for everybody, but that seems to be the message. Okay. So now we're going to go into Archangel Azrael, which is, why do I have Archangel Azrael here? I don't actually even have it here on my list. That's funny. Well, you know what? It's here for a reason. Wasn't a part of the original outline, but it must be here for a reason. So Archangel Azrael is about healing grief, is helping you to heal after your loss. Wow. Okay, so what is this? I actually didn't even have an oracle deck for this, but we're just going to use this. Oh, interesting. We have career transitions. So it might be that it's hard. It's hard to transition from what you're doing right now into something that you love. But I feel like there's some sort of unhappiness that is coming up with, you know, like, it's like grieving something. Any change. Sometimes change is harder for certain types of people. Me, I am horrible at change. I actually just... It's not like I don't want to grow. It's just that I don't want to let go of the things that I just absolutely love and enjoy. It's really hard for me. So making a transition to do something else, it might feel like a grieving process, like we're really losing out. I remember, so I took so lightly leaving a job once that I just, you know, it was so stressful. All I kept thinking about was the stress. But I remember after I stepped away from it going, wow, like, if I could have just hung in there and not focused on all the negatives, you know, it could have been, I could have been okay. Like it would have been cool. I mean, obviously it wasn't meant to be, but still, it's like, I miss the people. I miss the camaraderie. Am I saying that right? I missed all of that, the social aspects of it. I really, really let a huge part of my life go. And I don't think I even realized it when I did it. So my point is that it is in a way a process of losing something. So, you know, be realistic with yourself, of course. But again, if there's something that you absolutely feel in your heart that's meant for you, that is not what you're currently doing right now for a living, you do have to pay attention to that and honor it, because, you know, you'll always wonder what would have happened if, you know, what could have happened if you had just done it. Yeah, the stars are lining right now for this. The universe is actually pushing you towards your destined path. And I feel like it's doing something different than what you do right now. It could even be doing something in addition to what you're doing right now. So it doesn't necessarily have to be that you're leaving a job behind, because it may be that, you know, you do something for a living and that's your base pay and that's how you survive. And then you want to do something on the side. That's okay too. But the star tells me that this is spiritual guidance. You're being spiritually guided right now to move forward on this path. The stars are aligning for you. This is time. This is divine timing is what I'm getting here. Yeah, there's a chapter that's ending for you. It's time. It's time for you to spread your wings and go through that new door. Close an old chapter and walk through a new door. The world is connected to Saturn, and Saturn's all about feeling heavy and feeling burdened, but it's also about lessons. Like, it could be that you're in a situation where you've learned all you're going to learn. Now it's time to move on. The reason that you're feeling stagnant is because that's an indication that time's up. It's time to move on. It's time to go. That's what the spiritual guidance is on some kind of thing. Now, it could be something else, but we did get career transitions, so I'm not trying to make this about anything else but career. But it could be other things for you guys. Please just take it how it resonates. Now we have Archangel Michael coming through with divine protection. Archangel Michael is shielding you and protecting you with his light. So, Archangel Michael, where in your life are you being encouraged to move forward with confidence and bravery? Let's look at this. Where in your life is Archangel Michael encouraging you to move forward with confidence and bravery? We have prioritized self-care. It says you do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Beautiful. So yeah, it may be that you're such a giver. You're always somebody that is, you know, willing to go to battle for anybody, protect the people that you love, etc. And now it's time for you to maybe allow other people to embrace you, to maybe help you, and to, you know, give you that boost of confidence to move forward and believe in yourself. So that's what we're getting from that. Let's get to tarot. Love that. Wow, guys, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a brand new seed. You can see here she's got a school book and she's about ready to go into a building and learn something new. So yeah, this is about making the investment. Have the courage and the bravery to plant that seed and to just do it. So if it means, you know, right now it's like you've been thinking about signing up for a class, maybe this is your green light to just do it. Just do it. Or just put in your notice, you know, of course have a backup plan, right? But just, you know, put in your notes, do something that maybe you wouldn't normally have the courage to do, but you just basically do it without thinking. This is this boost that Archangel Michael is giving you today, saying that this is going to put you, this move, that whatever you make, whatever decision that you make, whatever step you take today is going to put you on your destined path. And we have the Four of Pentacles and this, I'm sorry, Four of Swords. This is about just relax, go within. You know, so yes, I'm getting here a go for it. I feel like you've actually already have the answers at this point. If you're still feeling hesitant, it's not because it's not the right thing for you. It's because you're afraid. That's all it is. You actually have everything that you need that tells you this is a green light. It's time for you to do this. It's time for you to close up an old chapter so you can start a new cycle. So maybe this reading is going to be a confirmation that it is time. It is time to move forward with this. You're just scared and it's okay. You will be led to the correct path. You are actually headed in the right direction once you take this leap of faith. I love this. So Archangel Michael is with you by your side when you make this new move or this jump. And I have 3. And you know what? I'm not going to do that last one because you know what? I don't actually have the cards in front of me to even do it. So that's going to be a no-go for me. But Ignite Your Heart, Archangel Chamuel is opening your heart, allowing you to love more deeply. So we're going to see what experience will you begin to open your heart to next. So let's look at this. The last one, by the way, was channeled messages from your deceased loved ones. I'm just not in that space, and I don't have the correct cards to do that type of reading. So that's why I said no. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Wow. So this is a tough one. I'm going to just basically be honest and transparent. A lot of you have been following me for a while. I have issues with codependency, always have, probably always will. It is a lifelong thing. It is an effect of certain upbringing. And that's not to say my parents were bad. They just didn't have the proper tools, perhaps, when they were, you know, raising us. But it created codependency patterns for me. It created other issues too. So I have trauma like everybody else. And it has affected my romantic life big time. And even though I'm married, and Mr. Moon and I just celebrated our 10-year anniversary being married together for 14, boy, has it been an adventure because both of us have issues, right? But anyways, this basically is saying, what experience will you begin to open your heart up to next? You're going to open up your heart to an experience where you're going to see how perhaps you maybe have some things that you could start to look at and to heal. And I think that the very beginning of this reading, it was very much about what kind of personal inventory can we take when it comes to being our authentic, true self and basically telling people what we need. It might even come through as being confusing. You know, we're trying to people please. We don't want to tell people how we really feel. So we're saying yes when we mean no, which can create all kinds of problems in relationships. So our heart is being ignited right now with Archangel Chamuel. So that way we can start to feel things and maybe look at them and begin to take the steps to heal these things. Now, this doesn't mean you're going to attract a codependent person into your life or that you're going to attract a person into your life where you're going to become codependent, but it could be that maybe when these things start to arise, if they do, you can start to look at these patterns. Just like Alcoholics Anonymous, there's a Codependence Anonymous out there. There's free support system. There's great books on codependency. Melody Beattie is somebody who also is great on that. So it might be something to look into. Maybe some of you guys already know this about yourself, but what experience is going to begin to open up your heart next is an opportunity for us to look at this and to heal it and to perhaps maybe just do something different so we can get to different and better results. Yeah, there's something on the horizon here. So there might be something, maybe something is not, maybe we want love, we want romance for some of you guys. And Spirit's actually saying, take some time right now before this comes in to work on some of these things. That way, when this new person comes into your life, it's not going to affect it maybe like it normally does. Okay? Yeah, we have two swords. Yeah, two swords is a stalemate. There's a block of energy here. So I'm getting this is for those of you where something might not be working with a partner right now, or you're wanting a new partner to come in. Spirit's not saying this can't happen, but definitely take a look as to what didn't work before and what we can do better moving forward. Improve yourself. Even if that means a simple self-help book, start some positive affirmations, take some sort of a class course, join a support group, something like that. Whatever it is that's going to give you some sort of a fresh perspective to uncross you, so that way when you move into opening your heart up to something new, it will just be that much more of a flow instead of constant pit stop, roadblock, you know what I mean? So let's figure out how we can experience more of a smooth sailing type of connection moving forward, rather than having the same shit pop up and then having the same exact results, where we're either feeling, unhappy, abandoned, or whatever is going on here. It's giving us an opportunity to do something different so we can be different. It's like we're being given an opportunity to put a different foot forward in a new relationship, or maybe in a old relationship, but it's renewed, so we can have a different result, right? And to see if both people are now ready to move forward in a healthy way. I've gone back to old situations just to realize, hey, nothing's really changed, but I've changed. And maybe that person did too, but I've changed, and I know now where I'm at, and I know, what I want now. So sometimes it takes going back to certain situations, especially if this is an old one, to realize, hey, you know what? I actually know now. I have the clarity that I need now. Thank you so much, but it's time to part ways. So this could actually be, we're seeing things from a whole new perspective because we've taken the time to look within. Maybe we've grown, maybe we're ready to actually take off the blindfold and see the truth of a situation, which isn't always a bad thing, okay? So what experience will you begin to open your heart up to next? It could be forgiving yourself, forgiving somebody else, seeing the error of your ways, seeing something for how it really is, and or fixing something within, so that way we can attract a better situation next time. I love it. All right, our last one, you guys, is going to be Archangel Metatron, which is raising your vibration. Archangel Metatron is elevating you to a higher state of consciousness. So let's go ahead and see what the advice is for what activities will be good in order for you to raise your vibration. Oh, spend some time outdoors. This is what I'm getting here in nature. That will raise your vibration. We also have practice things like vacuuming away fear. This is saying specifically work with Archangel Michael and Raphael to lift or vacuum out any fear that you have that is surrounding a situation or really making it super heavy. We also have singing and dancing. This definitely will raise your vibration, you guys, for sure. So it says, express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through magical powers of music and movement. So make sure that the vibration is what you're looking for. If you don't want to be sad, don't listen to melancholy, sad music. Don't listen to music that takes you back to a sad or low, time. Definitely listen to uplifting music. I absolutely love Hawaiian reggae. I also love stick figure and, just Slightly Stupid. These are all groups for me that when I listen to them, I can't feel sad. They're awesome. So that's just me, okay? There could be a specific genre of music that you guys love to listen to. Sometimes music that has no words, like classical music, can actually be helpful during a period of grief. That's not to say anyone's going through that, but... Ooh, we have indigo. This is about realizing, maybe even looking into some starseed stuff. It might be that you identify with being a certain starseed, an indigo adult specifically. So maybe looking into something or researching something will help you to understand yourself on a deeper level. That would help raise your vibration. And we have listened to your intuitive feelings. Remember how I was saying earlier how some of our stuff we might be looking through the lens of trauma? Give yourself a break. Not everything is about trauma. Like, oh, the only reason that you're feeling negative is because you have trauma, you have unhealed wounds. No, sometimes you're actually tapped into the truth and you actually see things very clearly. clearly. It's just about being balanced, you guys. That's what my point was. So not everybody, is bad. Not everybody is good. But the thing is, what you're seeing, just listen to your own intuition. And what I'm getting here is that when it's your intuition, it's calm. It's calm. You just know. When you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling like you have to do something right away and it's all haywire, that is not your intuition. That is your fear. So it is about, if you're in that fear-based thinking, or you're feeling dysregulated all over the place, give yourself some time to calm down, sleep on it, maybe wake up, and then your true intuition is really going to be speaking to you. It's because it's going to be calm and you're going to know the right thing to do. Literally just over the weekend, there was something where I was like, oh my God, I just feel like I just feel like I need to do this, I need to do that, because I was just all over the place. And I purposely pulled back and did not do it. And the reason why is because I needed to not only respect my own boundaries, but respect other people's boundaries. And I listened to my intuition after it was all said and done, after feeling so chaotic. And I'm really glad that I didn't make that decision, because I think it was the best for everyone involved. You know what I mean? So our intuition is always a gentle reminder. It's always a gentle inner knowingness. And that is what we are being asked to do, is to, instead of letting things, fear and all this crazy drama or stuff, take us off the rails, try to sit, take a step back, digest it, like I said, sleep on it, and your true intuition and what is best for you will be provided for you. So anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you this week. I really hope that you enjoyed these messages and this form of messages, or this theme. Next week, we'll go back to the witchy, and then we'll flip-flop back and forth every week. But the new day for weekly forecast is on Tuesdays. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.